I tried every Dyson hair tool so that you don't have to. I'm gonna be ranking all these hair tools from my least favorite to my favorite. So let's get right into it. I've actually done this type of video with other hair tool brands. So if you guys wanna see those, I'll link them down below. I think I did GHD, Drybar, Wavytalk. I think I'm only missing maybe Shark Beauty, so I might do that one next. And my hair is pretty curly and thick. I have 3B curls. I have 8 hair tools here. Let's just start with my least favorite. At number 8, I have the Dyson Corrale. This is their straightener. This retails for $539 on the Dyson website. And I really don't know how to justify this price for this straightener. Like, I'd rather use another more affordable straightener that even just for my hair type works better than this one. This is a cordless straightener and you can use this for traveling. But the last time I used this, I remember that the battery life was just so low. I would let this charge overnight and after 30 minutes it would die. And if you have thick curly hair like me, you know that 30 minutes is sometimes not enough time to straighten all your hair. And also this does bring a charger, it brings a cord, but you really cannot use this as it's charging. Maybe for like an extra minute or two, but you guys, if your battery is very low, this will just die even if it's connected, and it will just charge. You won't be able to use it as you're charging it. I also feel like this straightener just doesn't straighten my curly hair super well. It leaves my hair a little bit frizzy, a little bit staticky. There's just other straighteners, like even from the drugstore, that just straighten my hair a lot better than this one that is $500. And I will say, I do like most of Dyson hair tools. As you can see, I buy pretty much every single Dyson hair tool that comes out. This one was just not it for me. I tried using it so many times and I just did not like it. So Dyson Corrale is at the bottom of my list. At number 7, I have the new Dyson SuperSonic Travel. It's not terrible, but I really was expecting a little bit more from this hair tool. I think the biggest pro is that this hair tool is dual voltage, so you can use it anywhere you go, which is super nice and convenient. It is $300, so I feel like it is a little bit pricey for this tiny blow dryer. I have other dual voltage hair tools that are like around the same price, maybe even cheaper, that just work a little bit better for me. This hair tool doesn't get as hot as the original Dyson SuperSonic. This mini is literally a mini version of the SuperSonic original, so it is not going to be as powerful. It's not going to be as good as the original. I also noticed that the original has 3 different heat settings, 3 different speed settings. The mini only has 2 of each, so 2 speed settings, 2 heat settings, and the highest heat setting doesn't get as hot for my hair texture. I feel like I didn't get the smoothest blowout with this hair tool, and I just rather use another hair tool for traveling. It is very lightweight, it's very compact, very easy to travel with. If you already have the original and you want to use the attachments that you already have, like this nozzle attachment, the diffuser attachment, you can use these attachments with the smaller base, with the mini, which is something that I really liked about this new hair tool. So I was very excited about this hair tool, but after using it, I just feel like I didn't get the best blowout. So yeah, the Dyson SuperSonic Mini, the travel version, is at number 7 for me. Moving on to number 6. At number 6, I have the SuperSonic Nural. The Dyson SuperSonic Nural retails for $449, and this is what it looks like. I also haven't used this in so long. You do get the storage case, which is nice. You get the nozzle attachment, the diffuser attachment, which is a little bit different than the original diffuser attachment. You can detach it like this. This is supposed to be more for like wavy hair, and then once you put this on, it's supposed to be more for like coily and curly hair. You also get this like drying attachment and the flyaway attachment. I also have the white tooth comb attachment and this nozzle attachment. So a couple of different attachments. The Dyson SuperSonic Nural does have like this different technology, which is supposed to give you more of like scalp care. It's supposed to be a lot more gentle on your scalp than the original SuperSonic, and because of that, I also feel like this doesn't get as hot as the original SuperSonic. So if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick the original SuperSonic over this one. If you want something that is more gentle for your hair and something that is going to protect your scalp a little bit more from heat damage, then you might really like the SuperSonic Nural. This technology is really good for reducing flakes. Like if you have flaky scalp, that could be from, you know, dryness. So this is going to help kind of like keep your scalp a little bit more moisturized and just overall protect it from that heat that you sometimes get with these other hair tools. That heat can be so direct to your scalp, and I sometimes do get a very flaky scalp, I'm not gonna lie. And it's probably because I'm putting so much heat on my scalp. So maybe I should be using the Nural a little bit more. But the hair tool that I use the most is the Dyson hair tool that I put at number 1 in this list. So keep watching until the end of the video so you can see what hair tool I'm talking about. At number 5, I have the Dyson SuperSonic Original, the OG, the one that started everything. I really like this hair tool. I mean, as you can see, I used it a lot. Like, the filter's gone. I don't even know where it's at. I think I broke it. This is all taped up because this was like slowly coming apart. So yeah, I have tape down here. I don't know if you guys can see. I have tape up here, right over here. So over here as well. So this one is pretty beat up, honestly, but I did use it so much. This is the first Dyson hair tool that I ever got. To me, this one gets a little bit hotter than the Nural, so I prefer this one over the Nural. And I have all the attachments ready for this one. I have the diffuser attachment. I also have like 2 nozzle attachments. I have the wide tooth comb attachment. This is a hair tool that just really works super well. If you want like a nice regular blow dryer, I definitely recommend the SuperSonic. The SuperSonic retails for $400 on the Dyson website, and I do think it is a little bit pricey. I mean, all Dyson hair tools are pretty pricey, but this one did last me a very long time, and I did use it a lot, and I see a lot of professionals use it. But let's move on to the hair tool at number 4, which is the SuperSonic R. This one I was so bummed about because I love it, but when I bought it, I got a different color, and if I would have gotten a specific color, I would have gotten a free case, which is like, you spend all this money on these hair tools and then you don't even get a case. Like, all Dyson hair tools should come with a case, like, honestly, because these are so expensive. So I had to put in like this bag. But this is the SuperSonic R. I haven't used it in so long, but this one is so lightweight. It really gives me such a nice blowout as well. Initially, they only made this hair tool for professionals, but then they made it for everybody to purchase. So, and then I ended up getting it. And yeah, I really like it. I just feel like I also haven't used this in so long, which really sucks because these are so expensive. This was $5.49. So the one that they have on their website at $5.49 does include the case. It includes this nozzle attachment, a wide tooth comb attachment, this diffuser attachment, a flyaway attachment, and this like drying attachment. I think this nozzle attachment is really nice. As you can see, it is pretty thin, and this does give me a pretty nice smooth blowout. It is very easy to use. This is super lightweight, and I like the design of this because it's like very easy to move around. It is just such a cool hair tool. One thing that I do like about the SuperSonic, the original, is that this is flat, so you can just put it on your table and it'll just stay there. But with this one, it's a little bit more tricky because you do have this curve, so it's a little bit trickier to like place down on your table. If I put it this way, I feel like it just starts blowing everything away. But the design of this just doesn't let me do it because it'll just go back down. Not a big deal, but that's something that I do like a little bit more about the SuperSonic Original, just the design of this part right here. But at the same time, this one is, as you can see, way smaller than the original, way lighter weight. So if you do want something that's more compact, you might prefer the SuperSonic R. I also feel like since the SuperSonic R was like made to be like a professional blow dryer, it gets pretty hot. Like the Dyson SuperSonic Original definitely gets a little bit hotter than the Nural, which is why I prefer this one over that one. Let's move on to the hair tool that I have at number 3, which is the Dyson Airwrap, the original. I use this hair tool so much. I mean, this is the attachment that just did it for me. Like, wow, I loved this attachment. I used this so much. When this hair tool came out, it just went viral everywhere. Like, everybody loves it. This one is a little bit older, so I don't really see this one too much online anymore. They have this one in the Dyson website, but it only brings 3 attachments: the nozzle attachment, the drying attachment, and the curling barrel. But it is because they now have the Dyson Airwrap I.D, which is basically this, but with the ID technology. I haven't tried that one. That's honestly the only Dyson hair tool that I haven't tried, but I never really bought it because it's so similar to this one. The only difference is that that one uses Bluetooth and it connects to the Dyson app, so you can kind of like personalize your hair tool. But I've heard that it's also really good, and for you to get this old one, you might as well just get the ID. But I used this original Dyson Airwrap so much. This is like the first Dyson Airwrap that I got. It's the first one that came out. And I remember that the Dyson Airwrap, when it first came out, It brought like this very small round brush attachment, which wasn't my favorite because of the bristles as well. I feel like this ceramic brush isn't the best at smoothing out my curls, and when it's this small, it also doesn't make it any easier to smooth out. So I remember being so excited to see that they came out with a bigger version of this round brush attachment. So they ended up coming out with this bigger round brush attachment, which was just such a game changer. Like, if you have tried this, you know that this was just, in my opinion, way better than using this little round brush attachment. If you have curly hair, you know that this is just not that easy to use for blowouts. But when they came out with this bigger one, it did make everything a lot easier. I was able to blow my hair a lot quicker. I would sometimes need a straightener anyways because it didn't really like smooth it out super well, but it just gave me a quicker blowout overall, and it just really made the biggest difference. I also remember when this hair tool first came out, the curling barrels were way shorter and you would get one for each side. Then they came out with these longer ones for longer hair, and you only get one because you can actually just switch the direction of the curl right here. So that was something big as well. I remember that being just like so amazing. If you had the Dyson Airwrap, you knew you wanted to get these new curling barrels. So yeah, the Dyson Airwrap will always have such a special place in my heart because this hair tool was amazing. Like, I really loved it. And honestly, this might sound a little dramatic, but it just made my life a lot easier because I was just able to blow my hair just so much quicker, and I knew that I wasn't like putting extreme heat on my hair. I knew that I was taking care of my hair over time. So yeah, it was nice. Moving on to hair tool number 2 on my list, this one, the Dyson AirStrait. Wow, this hair tool is so amazing. Like, if you like pin straight hair, you're gonna love this hair tool. This one retails for $500 on the Dyson website, and it is worth the $500. Let me tell you, this will keep your hair nice and healthy. You know that when you're putting this on your hair, it's just releasing air, no extra like hot plates or anything like that. Like, this will keep your hair nice and healthy. I've used this so many times, and whenever I want like that pin straight look, this is what I reach for. Most of the time, after I use this hair tool, I'll go in with the straightener just to really lock in the style, flip the ends. But this will be the perfect first step to any blowout routine. So you use the wet setting on wet hair. Once you do that, if you wanted to use it on the dry mode, you can do that as well. I don't notice a huge difference between the two. I never use the dry mode on my wet hair though. Like, I only use it on my dry hair because it's supposed to get a little tiny bit hotter. So make sure that you only use the dry mode on dry hair. But if you want very sleek straight hair, this will give you that. Like, even if you have curly hair, this will leave your hair super straight with just air. Like, this gives me the sleekest blowout ever. Like, with just air, this gives me the straightest blowout, like, hands down. And at number 1, my favorite hair tool from Dyson, drum roll, the Dyson Airwrap Wand 2X. Like, wow, this hair tool is so incredible. It is so expensive. I know it's so expensive. It's $750. I think this is the most expensive hair tool on the Dyson website. It's expensive, but you guys, the amount of times that I use this hair tool, like, wow, I use it so much. This really is my go-to blow dryer. Like, if I had to pick one hair dryer that I could just use for the rest of my life, it would be this one. This round brush attachment is different from the original. The original is more like a ceramic brush. As you can see, the original is more like a ceramic brush, but this one is more like a rubbery material, which surprisingly, I mean, I thought I was gonna hate this at first, but surprisingly, this makes my hair so smooth. And honestly, this dries my hair so quickly. Like, this is the hair dryer that will give me the quickest blowout, hands down. This also has Bluetooth, so you can connect it to the app. I have mine connected. I have my settings custom for my liking. For example, this curling barrel, I have it set to 5 seconds to wrap the hair around the barrel. I have it to curl it for 20 seconds. I know that's a lot, but that's what works for me. And then I have it in the cool shot for another 5 seconds at the end. So this hair tool is so smart that it will do all of that automatically. You don't have to switch the heat settings. You don't have to press the cool shot. this will automatically do all of that for you. And the Kwanzaa effect on this is so much better than the original, like so much better. This just wraps my hair around to the barrel so much stronger, just quicker than the original. I mean, it is called the Kwanzaa 2X for a reason. It really does have the best Kwanzaa effect out of all the hair tools. I mainly use this barrel size, the 1.2 inch, but even the 1.6 is not bad. Like, I used it the other day and it gave me pretty nice curls. And I really think it's because of this new Kwanzaa technology. Like, I really feel like it wraps the hair around to the barrel a lot better than the original, and you do get a tighter curl. So yeah, you get a tighter curl, you get a longer lasting curl, and your blowouts just turn out a lot smoother than with the original. Now, I know that these are like the only two attachments that I use, but this does bring other attachments. So it brings also the storage case. You also get the 0.6 inch barrel. You also get this paddle brush attachment, which isn't bad, but I don't really use. This, I think, is the only thing that I don't like about the Dyson Airwrap Kwanzaa 2X. This attachment right here is just not for me. It's supposed to help smooth out your hair. You're supposed to use it on dry hair. I use it on wet and dry hair, and I just feel like this doesn't do anything for me. So I have not used this ever again. And if you want to buy this separately, you can. This is the 0.8 inch. This can give you a tighter curl. Another thing that I really like about this hair tool is that when you place it down, it pauses. So it's not like always on. So I don't know, I just really like that because you can kind of get like a break from the noise. And also you don't have all that like hot air just blowing everywhere. So yeah, it detects when you are not using it. When you place it on your table, it'll automatically pause for you. And then when you pick it up, it turns on again. So yeah, pretty cool technology. This hair tool is so smart, so amazing. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any of these hair tools or if you plan on getting any of these hair tools. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys were able to maybe save some money watching this video. And hopefully this kind of like helped you decide which Dyson hair tool you want to get. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much.